Hello folks, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is November 7, 2021. Let's do a quick market prep for tomorrow, November 8, 2021. With that, I hope you're all having a good weekend here, and we'll jump in here and look at a quick update here. We will do a quick market update, spot few trends with the ETFs, look at few stock charts, and for selected stocks here, look at the beaten down stocks, also look at low price stocks. I know many of you like to buy nice looking low price stocks with nice growth potential here. We'll look at some of those and also look at few trends here. We can look at high short ratio, unusual volume, most active stocks, stocks with the high IV percentile, so you can sell some put options, and we look at many of these trends here. And let's also look at best way to grow your portfolio with the rule of 40, positive net margin, and low debt. So with that, let's jump in here and get started. And as you look through here, Friday's market action, it's a one-day chart here from FinViz. Looks like we had a nice day on Friday. As you see here, 203 point up in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I think it settled a little bit down here, but still nice, performance here in one day. Nasdaq also had a great day here. It had a steep drop here in between, but it tried to recover a little bit. But overall, a good day for Nasdaq. S&P 500 also had a nice day here, up 17. And from a market breadth perspective, we have more advancing stocks than declining stocks. That tells you generally it's a bullish market. And from a new high perspective, we got 89.3 new highs here and new low, very low here. So generally, it also points you to the bullishness in the market, and also more stocks above 50-day moving average as well as 200-day moving average. That also tells you it's a positive or a bullish market right now. So with that, from a stock news perspective, House pass 1 trillion bypass the infra bill here. That's a great news here. President Biden is going to sign it as we go forward. So it's a good one for material stocks. Think about Martin Marietta or MLM and a few other stocks in the material area. Even Vulcan Materials is a good one. And we have got a few more cement stocks you could look at and buy some of those. But I would wait for them to come down a little bit. Don't buy at the top as usual. And then we got your Federal Reserve announced this week they would begin unwinding. It's also called as tapering of its 120 billion monthly bond market security purchase. As Fed does this tapering or unwinding, that can put some upward pressure on the interest rates. As bond falls, yield will rise, and that's why folks will start buying these bonds at the time for a nice yield. So that will put some pressure on the stock market here, because money will go out of stock market to bond market in search of yield. And then you got your US Bureau of Labor Statistics here. They reported unemployment rate, which is dropped here. So this is something, it's a good news. But the Federal Reserve can take it a little bit other way, and this could be one of the potential candidate to consider as to think about raising interest rates. So we got to watch this carefully. And we got a lot of sectors, including leisure, hospitality, professional services. All these sectors are adding more and more jobs here. So they're generally feeling bullish about the economy, and there is a labor shortage. So that's why more and more people are getting employed, and a lot of people I know, they're switching jobs, feeling confident to get a new job in a short time. And retailers are really waiting for this travel ban lifting here. That can help these retailers to really make some money off of these international tourists here. And generally, folks are thinking that it could be good for stock market now with the inflation data. Even if it comes hard, folks are thinking it will be good for stock market. Generally, around November, December timeframe is generally good for stock market. We'll see how it goes. And we got Berkshire Hathaway here. They're operating their earnings pop 18% here. It's a conglomerate here, and they got a lot of these insurance and financial type areas. I think it's good to know Buffett is doing very well. It's a barometer for the broader market, as you know. So with that, let's also look at few stock news here and see what are the news in the stock itself. So as you look through here, we've got DoorDash. DoorDash is a delivery company here. They help hotel chains to deliver the food. As you see here, they think this whole delivery will continue even after the pandemic. The stock came down 4% here. I think it's a good stock to buy on the downturn like this year. Right now RSI is 52. It's okay to slowly buy and accumulate. And then you got Bill.com here. Stock shoots higher after the earnings. Forecast topped the expectation. As you see here, Bill.com is doing great here. One day 13% pop here. Stock price is 334. It's very expensive at this time. RSI is 55. Still more room to run. 1 year it is done 207%. So I would be waiting for a little pullback here. I would not buy at the top here, but it's a good stock. If you want to own it for long haul, it's a good stock to buy. Then you got Shake Shack here. Stock raises and revenue. Also, revenue and outlook falls short of the expectations. As you see here, Shake Shack is doing great now. 16% pop in one day. RSI is 55, and it's still not so hot in 1 year time frame. I'll be waiting for a little pullback here and then buy Shake Shack. It could be okay to even buy a little bit up here because RSI is just 55 here. And then you got Pinterest here. Pinterest is a great social media company here. Their sales jumps, but monthly active users dive. As you all know, for the social media companies, monthly active user is a key metric here. Wall Street may not be super happy about this monthly active user diving, but regardless, because stock has been depressed so long, stock went up in one day, and I think it's a good time to buy Pinterest. Now that earnings is out of the way, I would be a buyer of Pinterest here. And then you got Peloton. Think about last year. Everybody wanted to buy Peloton. Peloton went up and up and up. Everybody wanted to do exercise at home. But now it's a different story. Stay at home stocks a little bit coming down here. With that, in one day, Peloton took a 35% haircut here. Stock came down pretty hard here. They're down 54% in 1 year. Think about how different 1 year can make. Last year, this was the darling. This year, this is coming down crashing. So I would be a buyer of Peloton stock at these levels here. Slowly buy and accumulate. As we all know, Peloton is a compelling story. There is a Peloton community. People love to follow each other and get some work done, exercise done. I think we have this hybrid environment where folks want to do a workout at the gym as well as at home. So that's why I'm bullish on this company Peloton here. I'll be slowly buying at these levels and take it from there. And then you got OLED here, Universal Display, earnings hint near-term challenges here. Stock came down promptly here. RSI is 55. I would wait for a little pullback and then buy. And we got Groupon here. Groupon, as you see here, stock gains after the earnings here. Nice 11% pop in one day. I would be willing to wait a little bit and take it from there. They got a little bit higher debt on the balance sheet here. But if you want to buy a little bit here, you can here. But I would wait after this big, up day here. I would wait for a little pullback here. And then you got Dropbox here, share inch lower despite of sales earning beat. As you can see here, down 10%. Still RSI is a little high for me. I would be waiting for a little pullback here and start buying Dropbox. It's a great stock. And then you got Canopy Growth here. It's a cannabis stock, as you all know. Stock is at $11.79. It's one of the stable cannabis plays here. As you scan through here, one day drop 11%, big drop here, down 38% in 1 year. I would be, slowly buying this stock here and wait for a nice, nice bounce back here. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll look at Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade. Look at a quick market view here and take it from there. So let's jump in here. So as we look through here, this is the bond. This is the overall bigger indices here. We got S&P 500 doing great here. As you see here, record territory. I will not be chasing this here. Generally, it's in a bullish trend here, as you can see here, above 150 and 25-day moving average here. So I'll wait a little bit carefully and take it from there. I'll be selectively buying the stocks instead of the ETF or the future itself. As you look through here, Nasdaq also same story. Rocket ship here doing great. I'll be selectively buying some stocks instead of the index itself. And same story, the Dow Jones Industrial Average at the record territory here, and Russell is also up nicely. So it's good to selectively buy stocks instead of buying the basket at this level. So with that, let's look at the bond market here. See how is bond doing. So as you look through here, bond market, let's quickly go here. Bonds are going higher, as you can see here. And as you look through the interest rates here, interest rates are coming down here. So interest rate coming down can help the stock market. So that's why we can see here stock market is generally higher. As you look through crude oil here, crude oil has come down of late. Now there is some strength in crude oil. I'll be looking at few crude oil stocks versus the whole basket here. Think about stocks like Pioneer, and Continental Resources as an example. CLR is a good one, and we can look at few stocks in the few selected stocks versus the entire ETF here. And we got gold here. Gold, as you can see here, is had a nice upswing here. It was down like 2 weeks ago. I was scooping up some gold stocks 2 weeks ago, like a Barrick Gold and a couple of other names here. I think gold is, I think it's as you can see, it goes down, goes up. I'll wait for a little pullback and add more. So with that, we'll also look at skew here, one of my favorite indications, and see how the skew is. So as we look through here, we've got S&P 500, a 3-year chart. As you can see here, it's at the record territory, all-time high. As you can see here, we had this huge drop back in March. As you can see here, COVID-19 drop. We had few drops in between, but generally after this drop, now it's a bull market. And as you look through here, we got skew here. Skew is an important indicator. As you see here, skew hit the top here back in 2019 or end of 2019. Promptly stock market collapsed in 2 months or so. Stock market hit the top here, and it's a small drop here. Now skew is around 148 here. I would be worried if it's above 150. Right now it's okay, so I don't expect too much dramatic move next week, but we'll see how it goes. Fed can always throw some wrench that we can expect, but generally next week it could be a little bit tepid market. So one way to find out how market we might do is looking at the ES here. As you go through here, let's quickly look at ES and take it from there. So let's look at ES and collapse this here. As you see here, ES is doing great here. We got plus 12, and we got it's doing pretty nicely here. And we can also collapse this here and look at all. So as we look through here, this is one way to figure out what might happen to stock market. As you see here, we got nice volume here. Keep watching here. We got December expiration up 12. And it's 4685, and we got March expiration here 4678. So March is a little bit lower than December. So generally market is expecting, as we head into beyond December, there may be a little bit downward momentum here. That's what market is expecting here, but it's too early to call at this time. As you look through the option chain here, it's the other way to figure out. As you look through here, we got plus 10. As you look through here, we got next week, sometimes 8-day time frame here. Expect 13% up or down here. So this is why it's a little bit tepid. I don't expect too much fireworks next week. It's pretty much, I would say, it's a trading range. So with that, let's jump in, look at a few stocks here and go from there. So what we'll do is we'll look at few stocks and see what we can make out here. So with that, let's jump in here and look at few names there. So as you look through here, we got one of the biggest stocks, as you know, Apple. Apple has been doing great. Had a big drop here after the earnings miss here. Now it's a little bit weak here. We'll watch how it goes. They got, I think, Apple is a great stock. I would be a buyer if it drops a little bit more here and take it from there. Right now, RSI is 59, a little hot for me. I will wait for a little bit drop. If it drops again, something like this, I would be buyer of Apple. And then you got Microsoft here. Microsoft is a rocket ship, as you can see here. Right now, it's overextending. It's overbought territory. I will not be buying here. I will watch this RSI level to come below here. If it falls a little bit, I might buy some Microsoft, but right now it's super hot. Amazon.com, RSI 62 after a huge gap down after the earnings. It has recovered nicely here. I think this is a good one. I'll wait for a little more pullback and then buy Amazon here. Facebook, on the other hand, as you see here, this you can still buy at these levels on any down day and accumulate. Facebook is a good stock here. They have some issues with the social media and the addiction. I know many people probably don't like Facebook too much because it's addictive, but overall stock has been doing nicely. From a stock perspective, you could buy on down days and accumulate. And we'll look at a few more here and take it from there. So we got a few more here. We got Google. Google is again rocket ship, as you can see here. Right now RSI is a little bit hot for me. I'll be buying this on down days and taking it from there. On the other hand, Netflix has been dropping off of late, as you can see here. Right now RSI is 49. You could still slowly buy Netflix here and take it from there. Keep watching the RSI here. It dropped here. Anytime it drops like this, it's always good to buy Netflix and take it from there. Nvidia super hot right now. Don't touch at these levels. Let it come down a little bit. You can buy Nvidia. As you can see, your RSI is overextended here. Let's wait for a little pullback. It's a great stock, but right now it's super hot. And then you got J&J, which is one of the great healthcare stocks. As you can see here, right now RSI is 49. You could still buy J&J. Great stocks, great dividend. I think it's a overall good stock here. You could buy some J&J here. And we look at a few more here. Let's go to 3 here. As you look through, we got Tesla. Tesla is doing great here. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world right now. It's again RSI perspective, a little bit overextended. I would wait for a little pullback on this Tesla and then buy Tesla. And we look at AbbVie here. AbbVie is one of the great healthcare stocks here. Biotechnology. Right now RSI is 70, a little bit super hot here for me. As you can see here, it's above its RSI perspective. It's overextended territory here. I would be willing to wait for a little pullback here and then buy. On the other hand, Square is good to buy right now. RSI is 41, as you can see here. Jack Dorsey's company. I would be willing to buy Square at these levels and accumulate. And then you got CrowdStrike, one of the great cybersecurity stock here. You can still buy here with the RSI just 51 here or 52. You could still buy some CrowdStrike here. Or if you want to wait for a little pullback, you could do that too. And we'll look at a few more here and take it from there. All right, so we got some of the retailers here. Home Depot, again, rocket ship, 65 RSI here, overextended a little bit. Same story with Lowe's. I would wait for these two stocks to come down and then buy. TJX here, see here, nice rally here. It's in the overextended territory here. I would wait for TJX to cool off a little bit. You will always get opportunity in the TJX here. Then I would be a buyer here. McDonald's here, super hot. I would wait for a little pullback here. Look at the RSI level. It's almost at the top here. I would wait for this to cool off a little bit and then buy McDonald's. And we'll look at few more and go from there. So as we look through here, we got financial sector here. JP Morgan, as we see here, doing great. Right now RSI is 51 here. You could still buy some JP Morgan at these levels and go from there. And we got Goldman Sachs here, again RSI 50. You could still buy some Goldman here and go from there. And we already talked about Square here. Instead of Square, let's switch this with maybe one more company. Let's put American Express here. So as we see here, American Express right now RSI is 53 here. I think it's still okay to buy at these levels. And we got PayPal, one of the great stock here. PayPal, as you see here, it's down a little bit. It's a good time to buy some PayPal. RSI is 28. My God, it's really good to buy some PayPal and accumulate here. I've never seen PayPal RSI so low. It's a good one to buy. See here, it's on the lower side, extending on the lower side here. Great to buy some PayPal stock here. And let's also look at MasterCard. It's again one of my favorite stock here. MasterCard is trying to make its way higher here. I would wait buy this MasterCard on any pullback here. It's a great stock. And let's look at a few more here and take it from there. Now let's look at some of these EV plays here. We got Tesla, super hot. NIO, it's still okay to buy at these levels here. RSI is 61. I think I would wait for a little pullback here, but generally on the down days you could buy some NIO. Lucid, super hot here. RSI 81.5 here. Overextended on the on the higher side here. I would wait for a little pullback in Lucid. This is a nice luxury EV vehicle here. They're coming up with the new set of vehicles here. And you got Fisker here. Fisker RSI 75, super hot. I would wait for a little pullback. As you see here, RSI is overextended here. Good to wait for a little pullback here. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll go into few Excel spreadsheets and look at the ETF and stock and take it from there. So let's go back here to charts here and look at how exchange traded funds are doing and how we can benefit. So with that, let's jump in here. And as you look through here, these are all the major ETFs. As you look through on the top, you got S&P 500 rocket ship. It's above its 52-week high here. I would not touch this at these levels here. Instead, I will be looking for some great bargains. As you scan through here, keep watching RSI levels. At this time, emerging market, it's a good one to buy. You could buy EEM or few stocks that are inside EEM ETF. You could buy those. As you look through, keep watching the RSI levels here. You got XLU here. XLU, as you see here, it's down a little bit with the lower RSI. The reason XLU is down is if Fed is going to stop bond buying program, folks will get more yield or more interest through through buying bond itself. That's a threat to XLU here. That's why XLU is a little bit down, as you can see here. Then we got here two more here. XME. Think about gold, silver. That you could still buy some of the good names here. And we got XLC. Think about Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, some of those names. You could still buy those because RSI is a little bit low here. So those are the great ones to look at. Other areas are super hot right now. All the RSI levels are high here. Keep watching. XLK Technology, super hot, 77 is the RSI. And look at XLB Materials. Materials is doing great here with the infra bill getting signed. That's why it's doing great here. And look at XLY, consumer discretionary. Folks are really buying stuff from Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's. That's why this is super hot at this time. So with that, now what we'll do is, we'll look at few major trends and see what we can make out here. So with that, let me go here and turn this index off and look at a few major trends. All right. Okay, let's look at major trends here. So let's sort this by volume here, I think, and go from there. It's already sorted. That's a good story. So we got at the top here, we got iShares Clean Energy, as you can see here. Clean Energy RSI 60. Off late, it's a little bit down here, but I would wait for it to pull back. If you have to look at some areas, look at biotechnology here. Biotechnology RSI is 52 here, down for 3 months. You could buy some great biotechnology stocks here. And we got MJ, which is cannabis. Whole cannabis cohort is down here. You could pick up some great names here and take it from there. And we got here social media. Social media down here. RSI is 44. You could buy some great social media stocks at these levels and take it from there. And as you scan through here, cyber security is super hot, RSI is 77. Semiconductor super hot here with the shortage here, RSI 78. And it's, look here, autonomous driving, very hot here with the RSI 80. I would shy away from those names. Instead, go into biotechnology and cannabis, good one, and also social media. So it's always a rotation game. Sometimes these sectors are hot, sometimes they're down. And what we'll do now is to look at a few countries here and see which countries we can buy and go from there. Let me take this filter off here and look at countries. All right. So as you see here, we got United States of America on the top here. Rocket ship RSI is 76 here. I would not put money there right now. Instead, look at China here, Brazil, again China. Those are the good ones to put your money in. You could also look at other areas like Hong Kong, Australia, and even South Korea is a good one here. And you could also put money in Russia right now, RSI 48. Mexico is also a good one here. And you could look at United Kingdom. Kingdom is also good here with the low RSI. And look, Latin America is a great opportunity here. One of the lowest from a RSI perspective. You could buy this Latin America ETF or some shares, very low price here. And we got EEM emerging market. You could buy some of those names here. And you could also buy India. India market is also trying to recover slowly, but you could buy some Indian stock. And also you could buy AXJ and EZA. You could look at these ETFs and look at their holdings and buy some top holdings. That's a good way to play. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll look at a broader stock market here and see what we can buy here. So as you look through here, what I've done is I've sorted this by a 10-day performance here. Stock at the top has dropped a lot in 10-day. And I also have volume set at 500,000 shares traded or more as of last Friday. So that way you don't get a whole lot of shares. You get good stock with a volume greater than 500,000. And as you look through here, we got Peloton at the top here. We had the quarterly earnings in Peloton, and look what happened. Big drop in one day, 35% drop. So I would be, a buyer slowly into this Peloton stock here. Look at the RSI, it's just 41 here. And if you're an option trader or a put option seller, you could make some money by selling some put options underneath the stock price here and play it that way too. Granted, if stocks comes down further, you'd be willing to buy it or sell your put option with a small or a loss here. But generally, I'm bullish here. I would be slowly buying the Peloton stock outright and take it from there. And we got Zillow here. Zillow is one of my favorite stock here. Dropped big time, as you can see here in 5 days, 37% drop. I would be willing to buy some Zillow at these levels. I'm sure they will do well. And we got Chinese Zillow here, which is a BEKE or KE Holdings. As you can see here, this also came down a little bit. I would be a buyer of BEKE at these levels and take it from there. We got Moderna here. Moderna is a great vaccine story. They got a lot of good drugs for oncology and cancer indications. Right now stock has been falling pretty hard. Money is really going out of this stay at home and vaccine place into retail and other areas. I would be a buyer of Moderna slowly here and accumulate. Look at the RSI 32, it's completely oversold here. I would be a buyer of Moderna here. And then you got Zendesk here, $101, as you can see here. Dropped big time in last 10 days. Now it's trying to stabilize, as you can see here. RSI is 50, you could still buy some, RSI is 33, you could still buy some Zendesk here. For the folks who want to sell put options, keep watching here. You could sell some put option for Zendesk under current stock price and make some money that way too. As you scan through here, we got all the stocks dropped big time. Keep watching all the stocks with the green background here. They all have nice rule of 40, quarterly sales plus gross margin greater than 40%. Those are stronger candidates. As you scan through here, you got PenNat here down big time. You could slowly coming up here. You could buy some PenNat here. Pinterest also showing some life here. It's good to buy that too. Lightspeed after the huge big drop here showing some interest here. You could buy these type of stocks which are recovering in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. You could buy some of those names slowly and take it from there. And we got a few more here. We got Kyndryl, one of my favorite stocks. It's also down big time. You could slowly buy some Kyndryl and take it from there. It's a good stock here, but right now it's not doing great here. And as you scan through, we got a few more. Twitter is one of my favorite here. Stock has been dropping big time here. RSI 33, you could buy some Twitter here and take it from there. Activision Blizzard video gaming play, same story, dropped big time, nice sales growth and gross margin, low RSI. You could buy some Activision Blizzard and sock it away. As you scan through, we got a few more. You could look at these names also. You got Twilio, great stock here. Global Pay, one of my favorite. And Logitech has been dropping off late. You could buy some Logitech here. Look at the turnaround candidate here. Didi here, Chinese Uber, trying to slowly turn around, as you can see here. And we got a few more, as you can see here. What we'll do now is we'll look at stronger candidates here and eliminate some weaker candidates here. For that, we'll go into this debt to equity ratio and say we want to get the stocks with the little bit lower debt here. Let's say less than 0.6. We'll eliminate some weak links here and go after strong candidates here. And we can also look at the RSI levels here. All these stocks have got low RSI, but we could just say I want stocks with RSI less than maybe say 51 here. So all we're doing is we're eliminating some stocks which are not which are a little bit dropped off here and go after those names here. Let's close here. As you see here, now we're getting a little more better candidates here. You could look at these names here. All of these stocks have got dropped off big time in last 10 days. Some are trying to recover here, like Pinterest, good one to buy at this level. Lightspeed, controversial stock, could still buy some of this here. Global Pay trying to recover here. You could buy some Global Pay. Even LU here, Chinese stock, you could buy some LU also here trying to recover. We got some more recovery plays. You could buy them and take it from there. Look at Billy. It's again one of the great stock. Fidelity is a good one here. FIS. What we'll do now is look here, KL. It's a gold stock here trying to recover slowly. You could still buy some KL here. What we'll do now is we'll eliminate some more candidates here. Let's say we want net margin positive. Now we'll get stronger candidates. There you go. Now we get even super strong candidates with net margin positive here. You could look at these names here. These are all stocks have been dropping off in last 10 days here. As you can see, strong candidates, nice sales growth, nice gross margin. These companies have low debt, and as you can see here, companies are making money, net margin positive. So these are the good ones you could buy here. And go from there. And given they got low RSI, if you're a option trader, you could also trade some options. We'll look at that in a bit here and take it from there. Keep watching here, all great stocks here, and you could buy these into this downturn and take it from there. Look here, we got Indian stock here, Wipro, Checkpoint in a great firewall stock here. Of late is down here. You could slowly buy here. Yum China, again a good one here, and so on and so forth. So what we'll do now is, we'll see. I know many of you want to like to buy, want to sell put options here and make some money that way. Let's sort this by high IV percentile, so you can see what stocks you can buy put options, sell put options. So with that, let's jump in here and sort this whole thing by high IV percentile. There you go. Let's give it a minute. So there we got it. So we got high IV percentile, low RSI, low debt, net margin positive. So these are all great stocks. You could sell some put option. And what I will do is for this year, because we got a lot of names here, let me increase the volume here to 1 million shares traded, so that way we get smaller subset here. There you go. Now we have 1 million shares traded here. You get smaller subset, because we are selling put option here. We also want the price to be above 30, so we can get some good premium. There you go. So now we are getting, somewhere, as you can see here, all these stocks have got high IV percentile, low RSI. High IV percentile means you don't have to, you'll get more premium. You'll get more premium when you sell put options. Low RSI means these are dropped off or pulled back, and these can go higher. So I would say I will go up to maybe say 44 or 40. These are the good ones. You could sell some put options. And if you want to, look at few more names, I would drop this, filter off here. You'll get a little more names. These are the stocks you could sell some put option here. As you see here, we got Fidelity, Pindiardia, GPN, Lightspeed, Trade Desk. Trade Desk is high, it's after the drop, after the split here, it's $68. You could sell some put option here. Given RSI, sorry, IV percentile, it's 100 right now. It's too high. And PAGS, one of my favorite play here. Tulio, X-ray. You could sell put option all the way to say IV percentile. Let's sort this again by IV percentile here. There you go. So you can sell this all the way to IV percentile, say 40 or so. These are the top candidates. You could sell some put option and make some money, and be confident. These are nice sales growth, nice gross margin, low debt ratio. So you can't go too wrong here. It's all the great stocks you could benefit from. So what we'll do now is we'll remove these filters. I think we got good filters. We don't need to remove. And next we'll look at stocks with the high insider transactions. These are the stocks where insiders are buying their own stocks. When insiders buy their own stock, it's always a good idea. We should buy along with these insiders here. So with that, let's remove this filter here and just sort this thing by insider, insider purchase. So I will say insider per transaction, greater than 10%, so that way we get nice ones here. All right. Looks like that sort is that it's very restrictive here. Let's do one thing. Let's remove all the filters here, and then sort it by high insider buy here. There you go. So these are all the stocks with the insider buy, very high insider buy, as you can see here. So what I will do is I will also increase the volume here. I will say volume greater than say 500,000. That could be good enough. Otherwise, will be too restricted here. There you go. So now we got volume more than 500,000 shares traded, and we also sorted this by high insider buy. So you could look at these names here. These are the good names with the nice insider purchase here, and take it from there. We can, some of these stocks have got high debt ratio, as you can see here, like apartment, AIV. I mean, it's understandable in that market. Typically, companies take out too much debt. What I will also do is I will say RSI less than 51 here. So that way we don't want to look at stocks which are already gone up. Instead, we want to look at the stocks which are in a buying territory here, or oversold territory. So as you look through here, now we are getting somewhere. We are getting stocks where there is a high insider buy, as you can see here, and low RSI. That tells you you could still buy some of these names here at these levels, given there is a nice insider buy. Watch out here, some of these names like ALZN has already gone up nicely here. I would wait for that to cool off a little bit. Otherwise, you could buy these names given RSI is low, and nice insider buy. And what you could also do, some of you want to look at the stocks that have got some nice gross margin here. I would eliminate some of these candidates by putting a filter on the gross margin greater than 10% here. There you go. Now we are getting companies with the nice gross margin. Also, it's eliminating some of the candidates here. You could go up to here, up to Cassie here. You could look at these names here. Nice insider buy here, and as you look through here, you know low RSI, as you see here. You could look at some of these names here. I love many of these names here. You could buy these and go from there. You could even look at some of these. I think up to maybe 10% you could look at these and buy some of these names, and go from there. Look at this little company here, AEI All Set Home. It's a home developer, and stock has been down of late. I think it's a good one to buy. Just $2 here. 80 million dollar market cap here. This can go higher. All these insiders, it's a father and son type company here, and they got some employees, as you know. And I think it's a good one to buy slowly and accumulate. I can see a potential in this company, and the co-founders are at the top here. They can take the company somewhere. And we got a few more here. ATER, I know many of you are holding this stock here. I would say have some more patience. Maybe give it a like 3 week or 2 or 3 here. It might should go higher. And we got a few more as we scan through here. We got um, BDSI Biodelivery, just $3 stock here. You could buy this one also. We got Six Flags, a reopening play. As more and more people get vaccinated, this can go higher. Look here, it's already trying to go higher, as you can see here. And you got service here. It's also going to go higher slowly, as you can see here. SREV, You could buy some SEREV also here. And as you scan through, we got a few more here. HOLI, it's HOLI Frontier, Energy Play here, trying to turn around. And we got a few more here. You could look at these names here. Elanco is one of my favorite here. They're into animal health. It's a good one to buy also. So with that, now let's look at low price stocks. I know many of you like low price stocks here. Let's see if we can buy some low price stocks and go from there. Let's go here and still sort this by stocks that are dropped a lot in last 10 days, so that way we can look at beaten down stocks to begin with. All right, so we want stock price less than $15, so that way we can really buy stock outright, or we could even look at buying some call options if you want to. All right, so now you can see here we got a lot of stocks with the low price, as you can see here, $5 and $1.41. It's a low price here. And if you want to get a little bit stronger candidates, we already have gross margin greater than 10%. That's a good one here. We also have low RSI. We have debt to equity ratio. We could also turn this a notch here and less than zero point 0.6 here. We can eliminate some weak links here and take it from there. All right, so now we are, seeing a little bit better candidates, as you can see here. You could buy these names here, low price stocks, as you can see here, and nice sales growth in many cases. Where you see green background here, those are the nice stocks with the sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40. So you could look at some of these names here. TUYA, it's a good one here. TIGR, you could still accumulate some TIGR here. Trying to turn a corner positive in 5 days, as you can see here. And we got a few more here. Nectar, it's a great one here, $13 here. AMRN had been accumulating this one also. And as you scan through here, we got APT, again a good one here. And we've got a few more. YMM Full Truck Alliance, it's again a Chinese based stock here. Trying to turn around in 3 months time frame here. And we got a few more like Curis, EDU. EDU is a good one to accumulate slowly here. Stock is trying to turn around. And even BBN is trying to turn around here. These are the low price stocks here. You could buy at these levels and accumulate slowly. Keep watching the turnaround candidates. If it is positive in 1 day, 5 day, you could just slowly buy them at this level and take it from there. Look at GoTo here. I've been accumulating slowly. This GoTo stock here, it's a good one if you want to play along with GoTo and take it from there. And we got a few more here as you scan through here. Great stocks, low price here. You could take advantage. Zynga video game play, one of my favorite here. You could buy some Zynga also here and go from there. And we got a few more as you scan through GGB, one of the great stock here. You could buy some GGB, Wipro, good one here, and so on and so forth. These are all the low price stocks here. Look here, we got Jessica Alba's Honest Company here, $9. I think it's a good one to buy at these levels here. My size just a 22 million market cap here. Stock is down here. You could buy some my size also here. We got a few more as you scan through here. You could buy these names, low price stocks, as you can see here. See a few stocks are turning around nicely in 1 day, 5 day. See little company Excel Fleet here trying to turn around. I mean, it's down right now. You could buy this one also. As you scan through, we got a few more here. You could look at these here and slowly buy some of these names and go from there. So next, what we'll do is we'll look at stocks with the high short ratio. I know we already had a segment on this one here. Let's look at the stocks with the high short ratio and see if you want to play along and buy some of those names here. So I will sort this by high short ratio here. There you go. So now we are getting stocks with a high short ratio. Keep watching the short ratio here. We got short ratio. I think we did a sort wrong here. Let's say high to low. All right. So as you can see here, we have all our filters on, meaning these are all the good stocks to buy. And we got here ATER with the high short ratio here. We have low RSI, so that way you can buy given stocks have been over sold at these levels. We got GoTo, DD, TTCF, Tattooed Chef, and so on and so forth. Keep watching some stocks which are making some nice turnaround, like CIVI, and we got here GoTo trying to turn around slowly here, and we got a few more like Corp, one of my favorite stock here, and so on and so forth. You could look at these stocks here. Given there is a high short ratio and low RSI, you could take advantage and buy some of these names and take it from there. And some of you don't want to buy, where stock price is high. I could even put a filter on the stock price here and say give me stocks which are less than $10. So you could look at those names and really look at those low price stocks, and you could buy them given stock price is low. Now you got all the stocks the low stock price less than $10. Keep watching the short ratio, high short ratio. These could be the candidates that you could play around. Even if you don't want to put too much money, you could buy some of these names and play along. Sunworks, look here, $5 stock here, came down pretty hard, still high short ratio. You could do that one too. And we could even notch it a level below here. Say stock less than $5 here, you would even see lower price candidates here with a high short ratio. With these, it's a little bit safer play because you can't lose too much money, but still high short ratio. As you can see here, you could look at some of these names and play along and buy some of these stocks. All the stocks with the background green here, or nice sales growth, nice gross margin. You cannot go wrong. I love AWH here. Aspira Women's Health, it's a great company. Right now, high short ratio, you could take advantage and buy some of this great company here. All set here, home developer we talked about, high short ratio, you could buy this one too, and so on and so forth. Now what we'll do is we'll look at a few more trends here and go from there. And we watched a couple of trends in the past. When you look through the ETF, let's try to make sense out of those. One trend we watched is the precious metals. It was down here. We could look at precious metals and see what we can make out here. So let's go here and look at the trend and say gold and silver here and go from there. We'll start by materials here, sector materials. We'll first undo this filter here and filter again. So give it a minute here. All right, so let's look at sector and let's look at all sectors here. For some reason it's not liking it. All right, let's let's do it a little differently. For some reason it's not liking the filter. Let's sort again. All right, let's do one more thing. Let's look at a few other candidates here. We'll start with the analyst ratings to begin with. Let's see if we can get analyst ratings also not sorted properly. Let's look at few more candidates here and take it from there. We also saw social media was a little bit down. Let's look at social media names and see what we can buy in the social media. So with that, let's go here and look at social media. There you go. So here are the social media names. As you see here, we got all our filters. Filters are not there yet, but as you see here, keep watching the RSI levels, all low RSI, except for Yelp. Yelp seems to be doing pretty nicely here, down last couple of days, but all the other names here, Twitter, Bumble, IAC, all these have got a little bit lower RSI. You could buy these names here. Look at Snap here. Snap has come down to earth here. You could buy this great company Snap here at these levels on a discount here. Take it from there. Pinterest, a great play here. I like this company. Twitter, again, a good one here. You could buy this one too and take it from there. And let's look at few other things that we can buy, see here, and take it from there. So let's turn this trend off here. We also saw, the cannabis stocks are down here. You could look at some cannabis names here and see if you can buy some good cannabis names here. There you go. So now we are getting all these cannabis names, as you can see here. Let's look at our filter is not great here. It's cancer instead of cannabis. There you go. So now we are getting all the cannabis names here. As you see here, we got stocks that are down big time in 10 days. We got InMed, Hexo down big time. Focus on the stocks with the green background here, like Hexo, Grow Generation, Tilray, VFF, GTLS, and Jazz. Those are the ones you could buy. Given those are stocks with nice sales growth and gross margin, and they also some of them are trying to improve, as you can see here. But those are the stronger candidates. You could also look at stocks that are improving in 1 day, 5 day, like Grow Generation here, trying to improve in 1 day. And you could look at VFF trying to go higher in 1 day. And we got a few more like NEPT here trying to make some progress here. You could look at those candidates which are turnaround type candidates. So with that, let's remove this trend here. Look at one or two more things and go from there. All right. So what we'll do now is we'll look at stocks with the high institution buy. Many times these hedge funds like to buy, a lot of these stocks. So let's look at high institution buy and make sense out of those and take it from there. And we want largest at the top here. Give it a minute. All right. So as you look through here, we got stocks with high institution buy here. I also want to do a low RSI so that way we can look at beaten down stocks. Let's say RSI less than 51, so that way we can buy some of these beaten down stocks with the high RSI and go from there. All right. So now we can see here we got low RSI candidates, high institutional buy here. And you could look at some of these candidates here, and we'll also say gross margin greater than 10%, so you can remove some weak links here and take it from there. All right, so I think these are the good ones you could look at. We got any, which is a very small price stock here. Nice institution buy. We got ML, which is Money Lion. a tour, and so on and so forth. And we'll notch it up a little bit here and say I want only those with the volume greater than 5,000 shares traded, so that we get a little more liquid stocks. So there we go. So still high institution buy, volume greater than 500,000 shares traded, low RSI as you can see here. These are the good ones you could buy. Many of these stocks I love personally. As examples, we got um, uh, Coursera here. It's a good one here. You could buy Coursera given there's a high institution buy. And we got few more as we scan through here. We got any, which is right now RSI is 50. You could still buy here, turn around as you can see here. And we got Rover here. Rover is also trying to turn around as you can see here. And we got few more as you can scan through here. Jaguar, again, a little company here. Nice 15% institution buy here. You could buy some Jaguar also here. And we got a few more like Digital Turbine, one of my favorite stock here. Right now it's down with the nice institution purchase here. You could buy that one too. So with that, this is the nice set of stocks with the high institution buying here. A good one for your portfolio. So what we'll do now is we'll look at one or two more trends and then wrap it up and take it from there. We'll start back by 10-day performance here, smallest at the top. And let's see if we can look at unusual volume type candidates here and look at stocks with a little bit unusual volume here. We don't have relative volume here. Instead, we look at a few other candidates. We can actually look at the Nasdaq stocks, which are Nasdaq stocks which are really down from an RSI perspective, and see if we can buy some Nasdaq stocks. With that, let's go in here and look at index and Nasdaq 100. All right, so now we got Nasdaq 100 shares here. Um, all these have got nice gross margin and RSI less than 50. So instead of buying the Nasdaq index itself, which is doing great, you could selectively buy these names here, which have dropped off big time. Keep watching here, 10-day here. These stocks have been dropped off big time, like Peloton, Moderna, PDD, ATVI. You could buy some of these names instead of chasing QQQ. You could these are the good ones here. Look here, we got Mercado Libre here, one of my favorite stock here. This stock in last 10 days it's up 8%. RSI is 47. You could still buy Mercado Libre here and take it from there. And Match.com, great one here. PayPal, you could still buy some PayPal. Activision Blizzard, you could do that too. And now what we'll do is we'll look at the S&P 500, which is a broader basket, and see what S&P 500 stocks we can buy with the low RSI, meaning stocks are sold off. So let me go back here and look at the S&P 500 here. There you go. Now we got S&P 500 here. As you scan through, all of these have got dropped off, pulled back in last 10 days or so. We got great stock. Garmin, I love this stock. Down 14% in last 10 days. Fleet Car, again, a great stock here. Turn around as you can see here. We got Citrix Systems. This stock has done 39% in 5 years. Off late, this stock has not been doing great. You could look at that one too. And look at Aon insurance play here. Great growth here as you can see. And we got Jack Henry, again one of my favorite. Stock has done nicely in last 5 years, and in 1 year it's not done great. And Fidelity, great one. You could look at these names here. These are all S&P 500 names here doing great. And what we'll do now is we'll look at small cap stocks and see if we can buy some small cap stocks which are really down at these levels. So with that, let's go here and from instead of index, let's go to market cap. Actually, let's do one thing. Let's look at the index, which is Russell 2000, which is small cap here, and see what Russell 2000 stock we can buy here, which are pulled down here. As you look through here, these are all Russell 2000 small cap stocks. Keep watching 10-day here performance, all down big time. You could look at some of these names here, especially the ones with the green background here, like Rimini Street, RCII, which is a rental center here, and so on and so forth. All small cap names. Focus on the ones with the green background, which is a nice sales growth and gross margin. And RSI is low here, given stocks are fallen off. You could look at some of these names here and buy some of these names and take it from there. So with that, we'll wrap it up for today. As usual, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.